Happy Thanksgiving from Mr. Eric. I just want to say I'm very grateful for all you guys who watch these videos. To be frank, I'm pretty flattered. Like, my life is pretty boring. I don't know how you get entertainment out of watching my daily vlogs, but you do, and I really appreciate that. My life is boring because all I really do is nursing shifts 3 times a week at the hospital, and then when I'm not at the hospital, I'm at the bookstore setting up this book business and trying out other business ideas. And then when I'm not doing that, I kind of hang out with friends every once in a while. But those are the 3 main things: nursing, bookstore, and friends. I don't do any other crazy stuff. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't chase girls around. I don't buy expensive things. I don't go on crazy vacations every week. I don't go to these deluxe hotels. All I really do is just work, try to make money, try to like retire early and live financially free, live a simple life, start a family. But other than that, there's not that much else I do that's entertaining. I kind of just give off what I'm thinking to these blogs, and if you like it, like, I'm happy you vibe. If you don't like it, just leave a dislike and don't watch. It's mostly for myself, like I say. And I'm just grateful if you're watching. That's all I want to say. I really appreciate it. But no more of that sappy talk. I mean it, but I don't like all this sappy stuff going on. So let's just get right into what happened today. It's Thanksgiving, November 25th, 2021, Mr. Eric's Thanksgiving. Now, I am super tired. Thanksgiving got me weak because last night I was at the warehouse till 3:30 a.m. Are you kidding me, Mr. Eric? Why are you going to the warehouse till 3:30 a.m.? Well, because I had a bunch of books to list. I'm not going to go back home when I have all these books sitting on the ground, not earning me any income when I need to list them. Super annoying when things aren't moving because they haven't been listed. So you got to put in the work and just list the damn books. Like, don't even think about it. Just list the books if they're there. I know a lot of people who are booksellers and they hate listing books, so they just leave them on the ground or on the shelves. You can't do that. You have to list. You have to do the thing. You need cash flow, baby. No cash flow if they're not listed on Amazon or eBay. They're just sitting there. Nobody's going to come to the warehouse unless you invite them in and buy it and have them buy it. No. That's not how this business works. And like I said, I was up till 3:30 a.m. and then Dad and Mom forced me to wake up at 11 a.m. So I got like maybe 5 hours of sleep before I had to get up, and I haven't been getting any sleep this week. So it just added on to the pain. However, you know, we get up, we drive down to Grandma's house, I take a nap in the car because we're spending Thanksgiving at Grandma's house. Now at Grandma's house, I'm very happy to see that there's shrimp. I love raw shrimp. I don't eat it with the sauce. I eat the raw shrimp raw. It tastes so good to me. I don't know what's up with shrimp, but it just tastes so good in my mouth. It's like sushi now. I used to think sushi was gross, but then I tried sushi and I was like, oh, baby, I need me some sushi, so that's why we go once a month with the friend group. After I get my sushi fill in, I hang out with Julia and Quinn, who are my baby cousins. Then Henry comes along, I chit-chat with Henry. I chit-chat with some other people that are there. And then it's time to have dinner. Grandma makes like a nice turkey, nice stuffing, nice vegetables. We eat all that. And then it's back to talking with Mr. Henry. Now, Mr. Henry, smart man, he brought over a bunch of stuff that he wants to resell. Now, this stuff is pretty valuable, actually. There's a PS2 console, Xbox 360 console, and then another PlayStation console, I think. Maybe a PS3. But Mr. Henry's looking to sell it because he had a friend move out of their house, and he left all his stuff there, so Mr. Henry's not going to dump that. Mr. Henry's too smart for that. Mr. Henry's going to come to Mr. Eric and ask him to list it on eBay. So that's what we do. Mr. Henry has me list all those consoles, all the video games that came along with them on eBay. We do it together. We get about $400 worth of stuff listed on eBay. All we have to do now is wait for sales. Once we get the eBay listings down, I talk to my uncle, Uncle Tom, Mr. Uncle Tom. Now, Mr. Uncle Tom, he's an accountant. He makes pretty good money, I'd say, and he's got a lot of knowledge. This time, he starts talking to me about real estate, specifically commercial real estate, because he knows that I have this warehouse now, and he thinks that maybe down the road, if I expand this business, go into e-commerce more, it will be more cost effective for me to purchase a warehouse than to rent one. Because when you purchase a warehouse, you can actually rent it to other tenants and get money and pay discounts on the mortgage or whatever. However, the thing is, when it comes to warehouses, they're huge. A lot of them are old, and you have to pay for it up front, and you don't really know what you're getting. You're getting what was left behind from the previous owner. Mr. Tom, though, Mr. Uncle Tom, he suggests something called prefab. Prefabricated warehouses, prefabricated commercial buildings. You can Google it, or you can listen to what I'm about to say about what prefab is. Think about Legos, okay? You get a box of Legos, and there's instructions that tell you how to put the Lego pieces together. All right, that's small scale. Think about Legos, but large scale. There are warehouses, there are construction companies, other types of companies, steel companies, that have stuff called prefabricated buildings that serve like Legos. All right, they have a bunch of pieces that are available. They sell them, and they can put them together. They can easily be put together because they're all put together the same way. So basically what you're doing if you're buying a prefabricated warehouse through some seller is you're ordering like a square footage size that this warehouse is going to be from the company. They come in and they build it based on their instructions. It's the same for every building they built. So they're not building a warehouse based on the geography, the landscape. They are building it solely based on how their materials are set up. And it's the same materials every time. So it's basically one big Lego building for a warehouse space. So Mr. Tom suggests these prefabricated buildings because they're cost effective. They go up quick because they all go up the same way, like a Lego, because of the instructions, and you can kind of remodel the inside of it. All it is the structure. The prefabricated building is a structure that is made like mass market, kind of. You can edit or remodel however the inside looks, but the prefabricated structure part is always going to be the same. You can literally have the same structure building in Connecticut, in Florida, in California, in Texas, built the same way, but looking different inside. That's how these construction companies, these prefab companies make their money, because they have such good supply. They're able to just provide the building materials and then build them the same way. They know what they're doing. You don't need an architect that needs to do the job for you. You just build it all the same way. That's what's great about prefabricated buildings. So Mr. Uncle Tom suggests that maybe down the road, I could pay a mortgage for a prefabricated building, get it built on a piece of land that is zoned for commercial real estate, and then start like an e-commerce warehouse. That sounds super cool to me. I need some more money to get into that type of thing, need some more research, but, you know, that's a good idea he had. He also suggested that Grandma actually knows an owner in Stratford that has a prefabricated building, so I asked Grandma if I could come check it out sometime, and she said sure. So I gotta set up some time with Grandma to go look at it. So even on Thanksgiving, we're learning something new. I never heard of prefabricated buildings in my life, but there it is, prefabricated buildings. I guess there's also prefabricated homes going on nowadays. Never heard of those either, but it's the new wave going on. With all that knowledge, I went home, I did like a quick Google search of prefabricated buildings while I was pooping on the toilet, and Mr. Uncle Tom was right. It basically is the same structure, you order, and then they come and build it. You know, they can build it the same way they did every other time that they built these. So it's nice and quick. After I was done pooping, I ate some more food, and then I went to the warehouse. What I did at the warehouse, I completely forget because I'm exhausted, but I did something, probably listed more books. And that's about it. I'll let you know about tomorrow. Tomorrow is Black Friday. I hope you enjoy Black Friday. Get some shopping in or do some reselling yourself. If not, you know, just get some sleep or whatever. Till then, peace.